Today on MTG Unpacked, we're taking a look at the new Commander Masters Commander deck, Sliver Swarm. So it's every colour of the Magic Rainbow. Sliver, Hive, Rise Up. We've got the Sliver Grave Mother here, is the commander. We get a 100 card deck with 10 new cards, deck box, 10 double-sided tokens, the foil etched display commander, life wheel, strategy insert, and reference card. Okay, so let's get into it. So this was just released this weekend. Hive minds, everyone's thinking about them. Okay, so I like the little puns there. So we'll set that aside. And we've got a deck, a bunch of other stuff. Okay, so here's a just the case here. We've got some punch outs and a divider. Okay, a little bit different than what we've seen in the previous decks. We've got the Sliver here. Very cool. Cheap and cheerful deck box, or I should say not so cheap. And the collector booster sample pack just flew out there. What do we got here? We'll take a look at this. So this is telling us about the deck. So Sliver Swarm. Lots of slivers, obviously. We'll see what they've included. We've got some commander rules. There's the Sliver Grave Mother. That's pretty cool. A bit of lore about that. And then let's see what else we've got here. So we've got the divider. We've got our life wheel thing. Okay, goes up to 40. And of course the deck itself. But let's get into this collector booster sample pack. So these decks will set you back. This particular one currently going for about $100 on TCG Player. If you're excited about it, I would actually wait because the prices are really dropping. So you should be able to get a better deal than that. Okay, so we've got Rise of the Eldrazi. Okay, nice. With the borderless art. Okay, and Kadama's Reach. That is actually not a bad sample pack. So we'll set those aside, and you're not guaranteed to get the same things I did. It's totally random. Okay, so let's get into the deck itself, and we will look for the display commander. Here we go. It's normally near the bottom, near the tokens. So we've got a Sliver Grave Mother, so a thick cardstock. You would not shuffle this into your deck, purely for display. And then we'll look for the lands. Okay, we'll separate that stuff out, lands and tokens. And cut down the middle, and let's check out our commander here. So we've got a foil Sliver Grave Mother, legendary creature, Sliver 6/6 in every colour of the Magic Rainbow. The legend rule doesn't apply to slivers you control, and each sliver creature card in your graveyard has Encore X, where X is its mana value. And Encore 5 is you pay 5 exile this card from your graveyard, and for each opponent, create a token copy that attacks that opponent this turn if able. They gain haste and sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay, so it's a mythic. We've got another mythic here. It is, what is this? Rukarumel, Biologist, legendary creature, human wizard, 3/3 for every colour of the Magic Rainbow. So as it enters battlefield, choose a creature type. Slivers you control and non-token creatures you control are the chosen type in addition to their other creature types. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. And for 3, tap, create a 1/1 colourless Sliver creature token. Awesome. Then we've got a Winged Sliver. Creature Sliver 1/1 for 2. All Sliver creatures have flying. It's pretty cool. Clot Sliver. Creature Sliver 1/1 for 2. All Slivers have pay 2, regenerate this permanent. So the next time this permanent will be destroyed, instead tap it, remove it from combat, and heal all damage on it. I like the artwork on that one. Crypt Sliver, creature Sliver 1/1 for 2. All slivers have tap, regenerate target sliver. And Blade Sliver. Creature Sliver 2/2 for 3. All Sliver creatures get +1/+0. Blur Sliver. Creature Sliver 2/2 for 3. Sliver creatures you control have haste. And Bone Splitter Sliver. Creature Sliver 2/2 for 4. All Sliver creatures get +2/+0. Okay, so you're really giving all your slivers a bunch of different abilities. Cleaving Sliver. Creature Sliver 2/2 for 4. Sliver creatures you control get +2/+0. Okay. Hollow Head Sliver. Creature Sliver 2/2 for 3. Sliver creatures you control have tap, discard a card, and draw a card. We've got a Striking Sliver. Creature Sliver 1/1 for a single red. Sliver creatures you control have first strike. And a Two-Headed Sliver. Creature Sliver 1/1 for 2. All Sliver creatures have menace. And if anyone's keeping track of the Sliver word count in this video, it's about 1 million by this point. We've got Cultivate. Sorcery for 3. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Reveal them, put one onto the battlefield tapped and the other into your hand, then shuffle. We've got Farseek. Sorcery for 2. Search your library for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. And a Gemhide Sliver. Creature Sliver 1/1 for 2. All slivers have tap to add 1 mana of any colour, which you're going to need for your commander, of course. Manawef Sliver. Creature Sliver 1/1 for 2. Sliver creatures you control have tap to add 1 mana of any colour. Might Sliver. Creature Sliver 2/2 for 5. All Sliver creatures get +2/+2. And Nature's Law. Sorcery for 2. Search your library for a forest card. Put that card onto battlefield, then shuffle. We've got a Quick Sliver. Creature Sliver 1/1 for 2 with Flash. Any player may cast Sliver spells as though they had Flash. Nice. And 3 Visits. Sorcery for 2. Search your library for a forest card. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. We've got a Venom Sliver. Creature Sliver 1/1 for 2. Sliver creatures you control have Death Touch. And a Crystalline Sliver. Creature Sliver 2/2 for 2. All slivers have Shroud. So that means they can't be the targets of spells or abilities. We've got a Firewake Sliver. Creature Sliver 1/1 for 3. All Sliver creatures have haste. And they also all have pay 1, sacrifice as permanent. Target Sliver creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Harmonic Sliver. Creature Sliver 1/1 for 3. All slivers have, when this permanent enters battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment. And a Hibernation Sliver. Creature Sliver 2/2 for 2. All slivers have pay 2 life. Return this permanent to its owner's hand. We got a Lava Belly Sliver. Creature Sliver 2/2 for 3. Sliver creatures you control have, when this creature enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker, and you gain 1 life. Necrotic Sliver. Okay, so I've seen these guys before. Creature Sliver 2/2 for 3. All slivers have pay 3, sack this permanent, destroy target permanent. We've got Herald's Horn. This is a nice reprint. Artifact for 3. As it enters battlefield, choose a creature type. So you're going to pick slivers here. Creature spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. And at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card of the chosen type, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. We got Pillar of Origins. Artifact for 2. As it enters battlefield, choose a creature type. Tap to add 1 mana of any colour. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type. Okay, so we've got some lands here as well, chucked in the middle. Floodplain. Enters tapped. Tap, sack it. Search your library for a plains or island card. Put it onto battlefield, then shuffle. And a Regal Sliver. Creature Sliver 3/3 for 4. Sliver creatures you control have, when this creature enters battlefield, slivers you control get +1/+1 until end of turn if you're the Monarch. Okay, I was wondering if they'd tie in the Monarch mechanic here. Otherwise, you become the Monarch. We got a Taunting Sliver. Creature Sliver 3/3 for 4. Sliver creatures you control have, when this creature enters battlefield, goad target creature an opponent controls. So that means until your next turn, that creature attacks each combat if able and attacks a player other than you if able. Okay, so first part of the deck there. On to the next part. We've got a Titan of Litjara. Creature Illusion 6/6 for 6. As it enters battlefield, choose a creature type. Titan of Lichara is the chosen type in addition to its other types, and whenever it enters battlefield or attacks, you may draw a card for each other creature you control that shares a creature type with it. That's pretty cool. If you do, discard a card. We've got a Lazartep Sliver, a bit of an Armenket tie-in here. Creature Zombie Sliver, 4/4 for 4. Sliver creatures you control have afflict 2. So whenever a creature with afflict 2 becomes blocked, defending player loses 2 life. And whenever a non-token sliver you control dies, a mass slivers 2. So that means put 2 +1/+1 counters on an army you control. It's also a sliver. And if you don't control an army, create a 0/0 black sliver army creature token first. Like to see the tokens for that. We've got a Capricious Sliver. Creature Sliver, 3/3 for 4. Sliver creature you control have, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. And Descendants Fury. I think this is a new one. Enchantment for 4. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice one of them. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library and 2. Reveal a creature card that shares a creature type with the sacrificed creature. Put that card onto the battlefield. What? And the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay, that'll work nicely in this deck. For the Ancestors, instant for 3, choose a creature type, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal any number of cards of the chosen type from among them, put the revealed cards into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Has flashback for 3 and a green, so you can cast this from your graveyard for its flashback cost, then exile it. Hatchery Sliver, creature Sliver, 2/2 for 2 with replicate, 1 and a green. So when you cast a spell, copy it for each time you paid its replicate cost. Each Sliver spell you cast has replicate. The replicate cost is equal to its mana cost. And a Boneside Sliver, creature Sliver, 2/2 for 4. Sliver creatures you control have double strike. Cleansing Nova, sorcery for 5. Choose one, destroy all creatures, or destroy all creatures and enchantments. We've got Harsh Mercy, sorcery for 3. Each player chooses a creature type. Destroy all creatures that aren't of a type chosen this way. They can't be regenerated. Awesome board wiper there. Gale Rider Sliver, creature Sliver, 1/1 for a single blue. Sliver creatures you control have flying. Sounds similar to one we saw earlier. We've got a Synapse Sliver, creature Sliver, 3/3 for 5. Whenever a Sliver deals combat damage to a player, its controller may draw a card. Crippling Fear. Choose a creature type. Creatures that aren't of the chosen type get -3/-3 until end of turn. So it's a sorcery for 4. Again, choosing slivers with that one. Siphon Sliver, creature Sliver, 2/2 for 3. Sliver creatures you control have lifelink. And a Spiteful Sliver, creature Sliver, 2/2 for 3. Sliver creatures you control have whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target player or planeswalker. And a Brood Sliver, creature Sliver, 3/3 for 5. Whenever a Sliver deals combat damage to a player, its controller may create a 1/1 colorless Sliver creature token. We've got a Megantic Sliver. What the heck? Creature Sliver, 3/3 for 6. Sliver creatures you control get +3/+3. So you're going to have an army of massive slivers with this deck. We've got Realm Walker, creature Shapeshifter, 2/3 for 3. Has Changeling. So this card is every creature type. As it enters battlefield, choose a creature type. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast creature spells of the chosen type from the top of your library. And some of these I'm wondering if we'll see them in the Eldrazi deck as well. We got a Cloud Shredder Sliver, creature Sliver, 1/1 for 2. Sliver creatures you control have flying and haste. Decimate, sorcery for 4. Destroy target artifact, target creature, target enchantment, and target land. Sliver Hive Lord, awesome. It's a mythic. Legendary creature Sliver, 5/5 for every color of the magic rainbow. Sliver creatures you control have indestructible. An Icon of Ancestry artifact for 3. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1, and for 3, tap. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card of the chosen type from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And Vanquisher's Banner artifact for 5. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1. And whenever you cast a creature spell of the chosen type, draw a card. Canopy Vista. It's a land, forest, plains, tap for green or white. Enters tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. And Cinderglade, same deal for red or green. And Exotic Orchard, land, tap to add 1 mana of any color that a land an opponent controls could produce. Irrigated Farmland, tap for white or blue, enters tapped, cycle it for 2. And Prairie Stream, tap for white or blue, enters tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. We've got Scattered Groves, tap for green or white, enters tapped, cycle it for 2. Sheltered Thicket, same deal for red and green. Smouldering Marsh, tap for black or red, enters tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. And Sunken Hollow, same deal but with blue or black. Arcane Signet, artifact for 2, tap to add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. And Felwar Stone. They've got some nice artwork with the borderless version of this in this set. Artifact for 2, tap to add 1 mana of any color that a land an opponent controls could produce. And the ever popular Soul Ring. Artifact for 1, tap for 2, colorless. Ash Barrens, tap for colorless, has basic land cycling 1. And Command Tower, tap to add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Path of Ancestry, enters tapped. Tap to add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity, and when that mana is spent to cast a creature spell that shares a creature type with your commander, scry 1. We've got a Constricting Sliver. Creature Sliver, 3/3 for 6. Sliver creatures you control have, when this creature enters the battlefield, you may exile target creature an opponent controls until this creature leaves the battlefield. And a Sentinel Sliver. Creature Sliver, 2/2 for 2. Sliver creatures you control have Vigilance. Sinew Sliver. All Sliver creatures get +1/+1. It's a 1/1 for 2. And Diffusion Sliver. Creature Sliver, 1/1 for 2. Whenever a Sliver creature you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless its controller pays 2. Distant Melody. Sorcery for 4. Choose a creature type. Draw a card for each permanent you control of that type. That is some insane card draw right there. Shifting Sliver. Creature Sliver, 2/2 for 4. Slivers can't be blocked except by slivers. And Windfall. Sorcery for 3. Each player discards their hand and draws cards equal to the greatest number of cards a player discarded this way. Okay, so that is the bulk of the deck. We'll move on to some lands here. I think we also had tokens. We'll pop those down there. So what else do we have here? Hoping for a spicy mana base, but I highly doubt they'll do it. We've got Frontier Bivouac. Enters tap, tap for green, blue, or red. Grasslands, enters tap, tap, sack it, search your library for a forest or plains card, put it onto battlefield, then shuffle. Jungle Shrine, enters tap, tap for red, green, or white. Mountain Valley, enters tap, tap, sack it, search your library for a mountain or forest card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Mystic Monastery, enters tap, tap for blue, red, or white. And Nomad Outpost, enters tapped, tap for red, white, or black. What is up with all the tap lands? Whatsy? We've got Opulent Palace, enters tap, tap for black, green, or blue. Rocky Tar Pit, enters tap, tap, sack it, search your library for a swamp or mountain card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Sandstep Citadel, enters tap, tap for white, black, or green. Savage Lands, another tap land, tap for black, red, or green. And Seaside Citadel, enters tap, tap for green, white, or blue. Secluded Courtyard, as it enters battlefield, choose a creature type, tap for colorless, or tap to add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type, or activate an ability of a creature or creature card of the chosen type. Unclaimed Territory, as it enters battlefield, choose a creature type, tap for colorless, tap to add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type. Okay, then we got some plains, 2 of those, 2 islands, 2 swamps, 2 mountains, and 3 forests. And of course, you're relying on all those other cards there to get the colors you need. Okay, let's take a look at the tokens. These look pretty cool. We've got a 0-0 Sliver Army. That looks like the Lazotep Sliver right there. We've got a 1-1 Sliver. Okay, copy token on the other side. The 1-1 Sliver. Copy. 1-1 Sliver. Yep. So sensing a pattern here. Another one. And another one. We'll just go through them. Make sure. Yeah, we don't want to gloss over, because sometimes they short you on tokens. So tons of 1-1 slivers. This is good to see. I think we might need a few more of the other Kino. Oh, and the Monarch, of course, on the back of this one. And parts of the turn, popular Magic formats. So that was Sliver Swarm. Actually looks like a decent deck, but like I said earlier, way overpriced. I'm thinking you're closer to $60 would be better for something like this. Current card value well over 100, but that is dropping fast, so don't overpay for this one. The mana base, disappointing as always. You want to put some shock lands and other lands in here that you don't have to tap. That really slows you down. And also surprised not to see Sliver Hive. And you know what? I was sort of hoping for Sliver Queen. I knew they probably wouldn't do it, but you know what? At these prices, you'd hope for something a little bit spicier. So leave a note in the comments what you think about this deck. Are you planning to pick it up? And stay tuned. We'll get stuck into the other 3 Commander Masters decks shortly. Hope everyone's staying safe and healthy out there. Thanks for watching and have a great day.